Yeah. Hello. And welcome, everybody. Hi, Manon. Hi, friends. I have a serious question today. Is it okay if I ask the question?
Absolutely. Okay. Thank you for having us here. Thank you. We are so honored to be here. Thank you.
I wanted to ask a question on, well, let's say that every human being on this planet is wounded on some level. It can be through a social injustice issue, discrimination, your father beating you up, your mother favoring your sister, or something much more severe, and yet it's all justified if you lived through it. And we get triggered on a personal and a collective level by resentment and anger. And a lot of us have learned to sit with that and to breathe through it, work through it, and to allow it. And that has healed a lot of it on many levels. It just, now there's so many new energies and so many other things coming in that and the outside world is amplifying all those emotions and feelings. So I would like to know it, because it seems like that doesn't seem to, the old way doesn't seem to work on all levels at the moment. And there's so much impatience around everybody and misunderstandings. So is there anything else we can do to allow these emotions or feelings to flow through us gracefully without getting hooked in?
Thank you, Chantal, for asking this question, because this is a question for so many people that will have this question. So one of the things you mentioned, being impatient. Basically, this is something that goes on inside the person itself. So, okay, how are we going to answer this question? There are a couple of things we would like to mention, to talk about, to tell you that there is a difference. There are different processes, there's difference in processing things. Okay. So you just mentioned how many people have worked through or have worked with or have given space and given their attention, they brought their awareness to trauma, to pain, to the suffering.
Especially to the way it manifests into resentment and anger.
Yeah, we get to that part. We get to that part. First, we want to clear out that bringing your awareness to the pain and to the suffering that you experience in life is very helpful, is very meaningful, and the most meaningful thing of it is that you are bringing attention to yourself instead of to the outside world. So we wanna bring in we're not sure if this is right, we're bringing a distinction between healing yourself versus bringing your awareness towards the places that need your own attention.
Right, so the trigger is the opportunity to let you know there's still something that you can bring your attention to.
Exactly. It's not that you need healing. Healing is now a word that people use very often.
Yeah.
you can heal yourself. I need to heal myself. I can heal you. There are so many things that you need to do to heal yourself. You don't need to heal yourself. You're whole already.
Right.
There are things that need your attention. There are things in your life, in your body, in your emotional body that is very important to bring your awareness to. Now, why is that? Not to heal yourself, but to really understand yourself as an earthly soul.
Right.
So we don't call it ego, we call it earthly soul.
Right.
So you experience life on earth as an earthly soul. Ego, earthly soul. Okay, correct. So now this is a very broad life. It's not broad, it's a very wide life with a lot of things to experience. Not always only fun things, but also pain, suffering, hurt. And that is part of the human life on earth. Now we understand that a lot of people think that it's possible to live a life without pain or without being hurt, or that you are the director of your own life, so you can control your own life, and you can make sure that your life is only filled with beautiful, happy things.
Right.
Yeah, that's what people strive at. That's what they
strive towards.
Right. Yes.
They're going to be disappointed then, I think.
Right. Yeah. One of the things that may sound dual, but one of the things that is so beautiful for life on earth is that you can experience the whole thing. The good and the bad, the happy and the sorrow.
Yeah.
And that is part of a human experience.
Right.
Okay, so having that said, so when you are experiencing feelings of sorrow or pain or sadness or loneliness or grief, if you do not engage with that, it will, get you stuck. It will have definitely an influence in how you look at life.
Right.
Even when you think you're not getting influenced by it. So it is very important to bring your awareness to yourself, especially those kind of feelings. Not to heal yourself, but to have a full life on earth as a human being.
And not to judge yourself by them either.
So that is the second part. No judgments, not towards yourself, not towards life. No judgment towards yourself nor to life. Now, that is a very difficult thing to understand with the human brain, because the human is really into justice, right? Right? And we understand that, and that is a very important thing in life on earth. Especially when you think of life, how you do not want to harm other people. Right. You don't want other people to harm you. So there's this justice part, being good or being right or being wrong.
Right.
Now this is something on a mental level. Right. Thank you. Thank you. On a mental level. To really experience life, to really bring your awareness towards the feelings you have inside, when you do that, coming from a place of judging, that is still coming from a mental place, instead of coming there with from the place
of allowing
love with your higher self.
Right. So with a bigger perspective rather than.
Right. So when you bring in your higher self, or when you bring in your connection to source, you bring in this part, and maybe it's a good way to have some sort of experience exercise somewhere in the future we can do with you. Because how do you do that? How do you bring your higher self together with your earthly soul? How do you combine those two when you bring your awareness towards the places you really need to focus on, to bring your attention to, with love, with compassion? Right? When you do that, you actually give yourself this experience of what life is all about. So remember how there are these talks on earth that all is one and one is all.
Yes.
All is one when you really go deep in with your higher self, in connection with your earthly soul, and you allow yourself to fully experience the pain, the hurt, the feelings of loneliness, whatever it is. You can handle this. You can handle this. Combination of your higher self, your earthly self, those two together, really focusing yourself, bringing your attention to the places that you feel hurt, you feel pain, you feel grief, you feel anger. Without judgment. So actually we should say beyond judgment.
Yes, that's a good one.
Beyond judgment, you can handle everything inside yourself. And this is the full experience of life when you go beyond judgment. And in the process of going inwards and allowing yourself to feel the grief, to feel the pain, to feel the frustration, to feel anger, whatever it is, you go deeper and deeper and deeper. You will start realizing, you will experience sensations instead of the emotions. Because the emotions are still linked to judgment.
And ego.
And ego.
Yeah.
Well,
right.
In this case, and the earth soul that is experiencing things,
yes.
that has judgments. It's either right or wrong. Now, if you go beyond that, with help of your higher self, you go beyond judgment, you go beyond the emotions, and you get to the sensations. And then you will find yourself that this is all part of this whole experience called life. The thing is, you don't need to learn anything to be able to do that. You do need to give yourself time.
Yes.
To start doing that. So it's all about time, not about learning different processes, because it's for every. Now, please hear us out. This is an important thing. It is for every individual. It is something different. So there are many, 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 many ways you can do this. There are many ways how you can help yourself to shift your attention from outside to inside, to bring your awareness to what's going on inside of you. There are many ways how you can combine your earthly soul together with your higher self, bring your awareness inside to the places that need that focus, that need that sort of attention beyond judgment.
And can I add something to that?
Absolutely.
It's not as difficult as you may think.
Now, thank you. You wanted that. This is exactly what it's about, because when people think I need to learn things how to do that, oh my gosh, then you got all these bridges, these walls, like, oh, can I do this? Yes.
And I have to sit on a cushion for 20 minutes before I can even, and I have to clear my mind and all of that. Actually, it's the intention, right? So it's giving yourself the time, allowing some time where you're not going to be interrupted by anything or anybody, switch your phone off, and just have the intention to give yourself this time and just see what happens.
Exactly. Now, and this is the thing. This is the thing why so many people need help. What they need help for, it's not that you need help to actually do that. It is most people need help to get rid of all of this old belief system.
Yeah, myself included. I mean,
not able to, or that someone else needs to guide you, or that you have to be some special a person, very in this ascension process to be able to do those kind of things. So it's a belief system. It's a very old belief system that is still controlling you, controlling the mind, saying that there are so many things you need to do first before you will be able to get there.
Yeah.
No. It's time, and it's allowing yourself. Now, maybe you need some help with the process in actually allowing yourself to do those kind of things. Please reach out, because it's the most beautiful thing that you can give yourself.
Yeah.
In this whole thing. Now, and you will realize, okay, so this is the first part of your question. We have to stay focused, otherwise we'll get distracted into this whole thing. We can talk about hours. We can talk for hours about this. But so the second thing is that people get frustrated and they are really tense nowadays. You have been that for as long as human beings are. It's not from this time. You've been like this for the longest time already.
I guess
you get all this attention to it, and people start talking about it, and it's getting bigger and bigger. But this is also something from mankind, and it's not just this time. But what is from this time is that you get so many more influences in changing energies.
Right. And so many impulses from external impulses, because we now know what's going on. Well, yeah, but we never knew what was going on the other side of the world. We do know that now.
Exactly. That is true. That is true. So you get more influences from the outside world, and there are shifts taking place energy-wise on planet Earth and in the human being, physically in your body. So that is also influencing the humankind, and that is also having an effect on people. Now, you ask the questions, what can you do with that in order to help yourself to maybe get more peace inside, or even more peaceful with your life, with others, in interacting? Now, again, there is a simple solution, but it's just that you have to do it. Allow yourself to get more time with yourself. Is it that simple? Yes, it's that simple. People really, you really want to have these really big explanations and get into really into things with your analytical brain, and it has to be difficult. No. It's all about allowing yourself to give yourself some space, really, literally some space. And take time to sit with yourself, or to walk with yourself, or to paint, or to sing, or to dance, or to run. But just as long as you give yourself, as you understand what you as an individual need for yourself.
And maybe even start with that question when you do decide you finally give yourself the time, rather than going, okay, I need to deal with my anger and my resentment issues. Maybe go out and sit and ask your higher self, what is it that I need today?
Definitely, because one of the things that is so beautiful with this whole process that humankind is in right now is that you will get more and easier and more toegang. How do you say that?
Access to,
with either your higher self or with your guides, or call it your intuition. We really don't care how you call it. If it's intuition, it's your intuition. Just take time and start listening to it. Work with it. Live with it. Let your intuition guide you. Really, let it guide you. Surrender yourself. Allow yourself. Really, it's your it's there for you. You don't need to know everything up here. No. The more you think you need to know up here, the intelligent part, the harder it sometimes is to really live your life to the fullest.
There's too many distractions.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It sounds so simple, and yes, it is so simple. What is not that simple for most of you is to actually believe that it's that. That is where if there's just one thing that can help humankind is like, whew, get rid of the old belief system now, and you're working on it. Many people are working on it already. And it can go much further than that. And we're here to help you. So start believing, start listening to your higher self or to your guide, or like we said, it's your intuition. Fine, it's your intuition. It doesn't matter. Start listening to the messages that you're receiving from Mother Nature, from yourself. You should allow yourself more time with that. So again, maybe it's not a sexy answer. We're sorry, maybe not too sexy because it's too simple. That's life.
I thank you so much. It is an answer, and it's the right answer, whatever it is, and however someone wants to perceive it. And I'm sure that many, just like a little voice in me goes, oh, but I would have liked it if you would have said, okay, just grab a yellow hat, put that on, dance around the table 3 times, and you won't have it. Yeah, that would be great. But hey.
One extra thing, really, if you talk about with others, you can help each other.
Yes.
Help each other get rid of the old belief system.
Yeah.
Start trusting the new belief system. And you can do that by sharing experiences.
True.
Talk about it. Really, so much more. Blah, 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 blah. Yes, go on, do that.
Okay, we will.
Thank you for
Thank you. All right. Well, I think I don't think I can add anything to that apart from thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
And
Thanks.
yeah, and let's just do it.
Yeah. And again, thank you for asking a question like that, Chantal, because
you know, things come up and I notice them, and we're kind of all working the collective in so many ways that this seems like an important question to ask.
And it also, this is one of the things I think as well, is why we're sharing this, right?
Absolutely.
The last part, when they go out, like share this, talk to each other, share your experiences.
Absolutely, because we're all going through these kind of things, so it helps to talk about it. Yeah. To let people know that they're not alone in this.
You're so not alone.
No, in any way, shape, or form. So yeah, this is it's just very helpful. And even if we don't get the magic pill that tells us this is how you do it, which of course is something that a lot of us would love. This is how you do. I saw you do that. Yeah. It is slowly, you know, hammering away at those old sort of solidified belief systems, and that's what we need to do, and until it just goes, until that final little tap that makes the whole thing fall apart. And yeah, that's what we're here for. So thanks again.
Thank you, girl.
And see you next time. We love ya. Bye.